They made more of them than we did, and I thought we fought like crazy. We just didn't play well enough to win. Give credit to them; they played well in a lot of areas, but we didn't play well enough to win. Yeah, well, we misfitted a little bit. We had a pressure coming off the outside. We got a little wide, and we missed 2 tackles.
How do you feel that Matt Moore did? You guys put a lot of pressure on him in the second half, but he seemed to make the plays when he had to.
Yeah, made some good throws, made some good plays.
Mike, do you look at that drive in the third quarter where there's 3 penalties on offensive linemen as maybe the equalizer here, swinging that back in the favor of Kansas City?
I don't know. We didn't have a lot of penalties today, but they called one on a screen where they said the line was too far down the field. I'll have to look at it on tape and see, but I don't know.
Why do you think you weren't able to get the running game going maybe as well as you might have hoped?
Well, they did a nice job in playing the run. They did a good job in mixing up the fronts.
One of the adjustments at halftime, at least just right away, was getting Dalvin the ball, kind of running it a little bit more. Did you want to shift back maybe to the running game after halftime there a bit?
Yeah, well, I thought we were probably throwing it a little bit too much, and we had to get back under control and get a little bit more balanced.
Was Adam Thielen, did he re-injure his hamstring, or did he just get out there and it wasn't good enough to go? What kind of happened there?
You'll have to ask him.
Coverage-wise, did you see much standing out with the big plays? It just seems some of those were just good catches down the field.
Well, the one on the far sideline at the end of the game, I thought we should have made the play. We were there. The one early was a double move that we didn't play very good. And then, the tight end, when Kelsey caught the ball on the inside breaking route late, we were in good position. We just didn't make the play.
How did you feel Kirk Cousins played today?
I think there's some plays he'd rather get back. I don't think we helped him a lot today.
Yeah, I think they were able to limit Stephon Diggs in most of the passing game.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so many things going on. I couldn't tell you that right today.
You have the sequence of 3 pass interference reviews in the first half. What was communicated to you on a couple of those?
I'm trying to think. I thought it was a pick, and it's a gamble anytime you challenge those. But they have to be held accountable too. So then the other one was obviously a bad call because they overturned it, and then they let the last one go. So it's hard to tell.
What did you make of the way Laquan stepped in and made a couple of plays there?
Yeah, again, I don't know. It's hard for me to see what everybody's doing.
The frustrating is that your kicking game has been so good, but then you had a missed extra point and then that last punt, so that was kind of a big difference, those two.
Yeah, things happen. Okay.
I'll just start and then we can take questions. Back and forth game, tough ending. Credit the Chiefs for the plays they made time and again. And, we obviously, as you do with any loss, you look back and point to a handful of plays in different places that, we felt like we didn't execute well enough and we're capable of doing better. Want to thank our fan base for the way they traveled to this game. I thought they were outstanding all game long and made what is a very tough place to play somewhat, easier. And so that was outstanding. And just a hard-fought game that we didn't make enough plays to come out with the win. And there are, plenty that we'll go back and look at and talk about. And until I see the film, it's hard to say, all the details. And certainly it's never any one thing. But with that, I'll take any questions you have.
Kirk, with a tie game, you get the ball a little over 2 minutes. You guys got to feel like the game is yours right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great opportunity. I don't know, you feel like the game is yours, but you certainly have a great opportunity to make it yours and to go do something. And so that was certainly, one of the disappointments to not do more on those final 2 drives when we had the football in the fourth quarter.
Kirk, why do you think the passing game didn't quite click the way that it has in some other games?
Yeah, again, never any one thing. It was a combination of they did some good job, with coverage. trying to take certain things away, and missed a couple throws. We had longer third downs that made it harder to really be as productive and efficient with the down. When it's 3rd and 9+, it's a little harder to feel like you're getting an efficient result from the down. Penalties hurt, Adam going out, so there's a variety of factors that all kind of come together. But, and I thought the 2-minute drive at the end of the half, having to settle for a field goal was tough. I kind of knew at halftime that was a big drive, and we should have come away with 7. And there were, several incompletions in there where you don't, nobody was wide open, but you go back and say, what could I have done there to try to get 7 instead of 3?
How fighting is it when you have a couple big plays that get called back because of penalty, and now you're in the third?
Yeah, penalties are tough. We've said that all along. It's no excuse. You got to overcome them. I think one of the drives we did overcome some penalties. But I felt like in the third quarter, I think we had 3 drives. One, we had a bad penalty, tough penalty, overcame it. And then the 2 drives, we were rolling, then he got a penalty, and then we couldn't overcome it, got stuck in a 3rd and long, and then had to punt. And so penalties certainly, robbed us of some chances. And, we had a really good short yardage menu this week, and we just never got to it. We never had a 3rd and 1, 3rd and 1.5. And some games you get 4 or 5 of those, and it's going to make you feel a lot better about your 3rd down offense when really, if you're having 3rd and 1, that's just a lot easier than 3rd and, long.
I mentioned the last 2 drives. What was the problem with those 2, especially considering the 3rd and last? You guys moved the ball.
Right.
Alvin had his best run.
Yes.
And you had the 3 straight with nice running passes.
Yes. Not any one thing. The first play we ran a bootleg, and we didn't get anywhere with it. Second play, again, it's all running together. I'm not remembering. The 3rd down, we ran the ball, didn't get it. Again, had a penalty there that they declined, and then the final drive, we had the drop back pass that got batted down at the line of scrimmage. Wanted to work Diggsy there on an inside slant. They batted it down. Second down, ran a screen. They sniffed it out, made the play. Then we're now on 3rd and I don't know what it was, 3rd and 10+, and got the sack or got the pressure and threw it to Dalvin's feet to try to avoid a sack. So each play was a different thing, but obviously we couldn't string enough together to stay on the field, and that's what you're frustrated about.
Screen game today, very effective.
Yeah, effective, and it's screens are often put you in the poorhouse or they put you in the penthouse. It just kind of depends, and you don't know when you call it. And we had a few that were big time. We had one called back on a penalty that killed a drive, and then we had one on the last drive of the game that put us in a 3rd and long. We didn't hit it, so you kind of live by it, and then you have to accept the consequences when it doesn't hit. Again, credit the Chiefs for while they gave up a couple, they stopped a couple as well, or really just that one at the end. They stopped, and it certainly put us in a tough spot, backed up to convert that 3rd down.
What did you make of the way Laquan Treadwell stepped in after Adam went out?
Yeah, did a great job. I think he caught 2 big 3rd downs, caught a big ball in the 2-minute drive at the end of the half that got us down there, and so it was great to get him involved, and hopefully we can continue to really rely on him going forward.
To limit your yards.
It wasn't doing nothing. We had what we wanted, just didn't take advantage. We're a good closeout team, and today we didn't close the game out. That's what it came down to today.
Because you guys had some explosive plays, right? I mean, you had Treadwell coming through, and you're coming through.
Yeah, we just didn't close the game out at the end. This is what it came down to today.
I know Everson was talking about how you guys cannot let this game define who you are and the rest of the year. How important is that right now, too? Because even though it hurts right now, you know who you are.
It's the NFL. You gotta, teams are good. You just gotta fight back the next week. Type of locker room we got, type of guys we got, type of leaders we got. Just gotta go regroup, learn from the film, and go get better.
Mike Zimmer said after the game that this was a game of big plays. They made more than we did. Why don't you think you guys were able to make the explosive plays today?
I don't really know. You kind of got to watch the tape, but from being out there, just got to execute better. We got to do a better job as far as I always look at myself to see what I could have done better in a lot of situations. So for me, I got to watch the tape. I'll get back to you and let you know, but I'm always take full responsibility on the plays that's taking my way over.
Yeah, Zimmer also said after the game you guys maybe didn't give Cousins a lot of help, was what he said when asked about how Kirk played. How do you feel about his play, and do you agree maybe guys didn't give him a lot of help, or what?
I feel like, as an offense, you always want to support your quarterback in any way, shape, or form. So if our head coach said we didn't give him enough help, we didn't give him enough help. But as a receiver, you kind of always take that personally that you gotta do a better job. Regardless on what it is, on how it comes up, whatever coverage you're getting, you gotta win for the guy. It's hard enough to play quarterback, so for us, we support him 100%. We're gonna do everything we can to put him in the best position to be successful, especially guys on the outside. So for us, it's kind of like the farm your own land mindset, and everybody worry about themselves, and we move forward that way.
You talked about the amount of purple in the crowd today. It seemed like this is such a home field advantage for them usually, but Vikings fans have traveled really well. Did you guys feel that?
Yeah, 100%. At the end of the game, it was definitely a lot of score chance and that kind of thing. And that's something that we didn't anticipate happening, so it was exciting. It was a great time. It kind of forced some penalties, I think, as well. So for us, we always appreciate the support because, it's always good to have the fans that have
I'm speaking for every player that probably played good tonight. We just fell short, so we got to learn from this. And, it'll help us later on in the season, and just got to go out and execute next week.
Yeah, when Adam went down, were you expecting those reps to kind of go to you if that happened?
Nah. I was just waiting on whatever came my way, and just making the most of it. And all week we've been taking reps and getting ready for anything, so. We was always prepared no matter what happened because you never know. Any guy can go down at any position, so everyone prepares for that. And this league is all about the next guy up. And I'd love to see my brother out there competing and making plays like he always do. And when my name was called, I just had to make the play.
You guys have been playing so well, winning 4 in a row, and then the league.
It's tough, but we got to move on. And I know this team's going to do a good job moving on and getting better.
You feel like you had left anything on the table after today?
Of course, we'll go back and watch the film. We're not going to live in a woulda, coulda, shoulda life, because we got to execute in those moments, and I know next week we will.
Amir, I know that you guys always have to do what the defense gives you, right? And on your touchdown, what did you see there?
Just drop coverage, maybe some confusion on their end. Doesn't really matter. We didn't get the win. So, good play, but didn't finish the game.
It looked like something you went to earlier with Alexander and they missed it. Is that the same play?
I'm not sure. Sometimes I'm so locked into so many different details, I can't see it all.